They're here. It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
The Film Lounge presents...
Spoiler Free Movie Review!
First you gotta do the truffle shuffle. Come on!
with Chris Gooch.
I'm the dude.
I have been watching you. You have to remember.
Scarlett Johansson in a nude suit for 2 hours. That's how they should have marketed this film. People would have been kicking down the doors just to see this film and pushing over their invalid grandmothers in the process. Thankfully though, this live-action remake offers more than just a reason to keep your tub of popcorn over your lap.
You are the first of your kind, but you're not invulnerable.
Maybe next time you can design me better.
Now, this year is definitely the year for sci-fi. Yes, we have like 90,000 superhero films coming out this year as per usual, but this year is really devoted to what looks like some good quality sci-fi with the potential to be great. With films like Alien Covenant, the Blade Runner sequel, and Valerian and the City of the Thousand Planets all out this year, we start with the live-action adaptation of the 1994 anime classic based on the manga graphic novel series Ghost in the Shell.
Everything they told you was a lie. You had a family. Remember that.
Set in the near future in an unnamed city, which is obviously in Japan. They don't say Japan, but it's clearly Japan. And when I say the near future, having been to Tokyo and Osaka many times, it's probably set sometime next year. We find Scarlett Johansson's Major, a one-of-a-kind cyber-enhanced super soldier, hunting down some of the world's most dangerous criminals. But when a new cyber terrorist named Kuze arrives on the scene, the Major and her team at Section 9 must stop him. But in the process, she learns that she may not be as unique as she first thought.
What do you want from me?
They did not save your life. They stole it.
So, the film's directed by Rupert Sanders, the guy who directed Snow White and the Huntsman, which generated a whole lot of the wrong kind of press that had Twihard fans pulling their hair out and sending death threats, which had absolutely nothing to do with the film. Admittedly, I've never seen that film, but having seen Ghost in the Shell, he is certainly accomplished in the visual styling department. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The film has a lot of fantastic elements to unpack. There are a lot of visuals that are just lifted straight from the original 1994 anime, and just like the anime, some of these scenes are there for no other reason than to just look breathtaking. And in this day and age, it goes without saying that much like the film the world inhabits, almost every single shot is enhanced in some way. Be it CGI, prosthetics, green screens, 3D motion tracking, light correction, color correction, or all of these things together in the same shot, at no point does any of this feel overdone, because it is such a direct homage to the source material. It may be a sensory overload for some, and there are one or two scenes that probably warrant an epilepsy warning, but this is not a film that will make you groan or roll your eyes at all the CG.
Section 9 ETA.
2 minutes out, Major.
Too long. I'm going in.
Storyline-wise, it's pretty basic. There are attempts to get philosophical about memories, the heart, the soul, and what it means to be human, but it doesn't really feel like it goes as deep as the original did, favouring more of the action movie mentality of today. You know the one, make sure there's a fight, a chase, or an explosion every 10 minutes, or the audience may get bored. On the plus side though, the cast are all amazing just from a facial structure perspective. Each face has such character that you wonder if they've each been CGI enhanced to look that way. There are some great casting choices, such as Game of Thrones Palau Aspect. We have Takeshi Kitano and Julie Bichon, who all look like they've just been ripped straight from a manga. Whilst Michael Pitt, or Michael Carmen Pitt as he seems to be going by in this film, certainly has a presence, however is rarely seen. Which personally is disappointing because I find him such an engaging actor, who I'm surprised hasn't scored bigger roles over the years.
Everything they told you was a lie.
Who are you?
Now, on the other side of the casting discussion is the whitewashing issue, which has been raised ever since Scarlett Johansson's announcement. Is it a problem? Well, if you ask the original anime director Mamoru Oshii, the answer is no. If you ask longtime fans of the series, the answer is yes. So, where does it actually fall? From a studio perspective, it's just simple maths. Scarlett Johansson equals more bums on seats. Is that right? Well, in my eyes, it just homogenizes films. It's just the same actors playing every role, and we lose that opportunity for variety. We could have been gifted with a performance from a Japanese actress such as Kiko Kitanawa, Maki Horikita, or Rinko Kachuri, and these stars could have had a greater exposure to Western audiences. However, as long as people are still choosing to go and see these films, studios will continue to make these kinds of choices. There is a shift happening, slowly, but it is happening, although this is only a minor distraction with regards to the film as a whole.
Collaborate with Henko Robotics and be destroyed.
Overall, this is a near-perfect adaptation of the original source material, updated in a manner that suits a modern audience. The film has visually stunning set pieces and action sequences, but doesn't labor on the visuals as an anime might. It touches on some of the deeper implications of humanity and technology becoming one and the same, but it doesn't plunge into the depths of its anime counterpart. If nothing else, the film needs to be seen on the biggest screen possible, and you need to be willing to put down your phone during the length of the film, out of fear of missing out on something visually spectacular. With the film ending in a very superhero/Matrix setting up for a sequel kind of manner, consider me robo-curious for a follow-up. Ghost in the Shell gets 5 stars for its visuals, 3 stars for its story, 2 stars for Johansson's odd walk throughout the film, and 1 popcorn box strategically placed over grown men's pants areas.
How many were there before me?
She was supposed to have a clean brain. I order you to terminate.
They created me, but they cannot control me.